practice where everybody fell off the side of the hill. It's kind of precarious here. Yeah. You guys can see the level of detail that we put into the terrain is pretty high. There's our Sunderer. That's a troop transport. Oh, I was almost the person who fell off the hill there. That troop transport can hold up to 10 players, which is the size of our groups. So unlike a game like Battlefield, which also has tanks, we have as many tanks as you want. You have 50 people pull tanks and use them if you want to. So it really creates a chaotic situation, I guess, which is good. It's organized chaos. So we are in alpha still. We have a lot of temporary particle effects. We have a lot of temporary sound effects in here. A lot of stuff that we're still going to be iterating on and adding to. But we're really happy with where we're at in general, at least happy enough to show you guys 25 minutes of gameplay here. Here we're starting to see some Terran Republic troops. And you'll notice that right away their style is completely different. Rather than having those big hover tanks like we saw before, they're using much more conventional type weapons. Whoa, getting shoved around. Take that, Friznik. You guys can see as I'm doing this and as I'm playing, I'm earning experience for all this stuff. If I was in a squad, which I should have been in a squad, I'd be earning squad experience. You guys saw me just hit the auto squad button. We really want to make the MMO mechanics in the game be as light as possible for FPS players to be able to just get into and be able to experience without having to feel like they have a long learning curve of, oh, there's these crazy MMO mechanics that I have to get used to. So grouping in our game is very simple. The guild interface is extremely simple. All the things that are complex in MMO games are a lot simpler in ours. So I'm going to hop out of this here and show off some infantry combat. So you can see here I've got my customized rifle. Oh, where my squad went. I guess I went ahead of them. So, yeah, this is another one of the facilities. So earlier I showed you guys the biolab. This is an amp station. So it has a completely different layout. And you'll be able to see that it has a really large front courtyard that's designed around having combined arms battles where vehicles and infantry can fight at once. And then it has a really tight infantry-only area in the back. All right, gun's getting in a weird state here. All right, so I'm moving into that infantry-only area that I talked about. And hopefully we can take out some of these TR guys along the way. Whoops. I might have to equip my cheating shield that gives me a little bit of extra life. So over here we have a deployed galaxy. In Planetside 2, logistics are really important. So being able to set up a supply line, being able to set up respawn points, being able to set up all that stuff is a really meaningful and important thing in Planetside 2 that's not really touched on in any other shooter games, or at least not to the level that we have. So a galaxy pilot is a specific thing that a player can do. They go get a galaxy, they spec it out to be able to be a mobile respawn point, a mobile resupply point, and then they land it and gain experience when people use it for resupplying or use it for respawning. We set up a whole bunch of support roles like that. So we have medics, we have engineers, we have these different classes that really allow you to play the game in a completely 100% support role. If you're not interested in playing a shooter, but you want to play a game with your friends, you can totally go in as a medic, not have to worry about being a shooter fanatic or being a really strong Twitch gamer. You can absolutely do that as a medic also. But you don't really have to worry about that, and you can be a support player if you feel like it, a purely support player. All right, so. Let's see here. Show you guys a bit of the infantry customization too. Anything from red dot sights to laser dots, tinting on my gun, all this sort of stuff is stuff that I can unlock. Now a bit about our business model, and I'll go into the store a little bit later. This game is free to play. It's a completely free to play game. We do have microtransactions to back it up. And the things that we're selling are things like this camo pattern on my gun or the camo pattern on my tank. We're absolutely not doing pay to win. We don't have any kind of gameplay affecting stuff that can exclusively be bought for station cash. All that stuff can be earned through resources that you get in game. And I think that's a really important thing to note for all your readers and watchers, that you know, the game is always going to be fair. We're never going to be saying that in order to succeed, you need to go spend station cash on it. We'll also have a membership that'll unlock stuff. We haven't figured out exactly what the membership is going to be yet, but we do have plans to have a membership. Oh, I got team killed again. My buddy revived me. All right, so this is getting a little hectic here, so I'm just going to concentrate on shooting. So because I'm a light assault character, I'm a little bit more agile on the battlefield. I can get around and do things like get up on top of these roofs where I can get a little bit of a better vantage point. So as you can see, I have spawn points that on my squad also. I could squad spawn. Squad spawning in our game is one of the abilities that requires a squad leader to actually spec. So we, again, have another support role where if you have a squad leader in your squad that has unlocked things like advanced spotting or squad spawning, then they're going to be able to give really good, strong, tangible benefits to their team. That's one of the ways that we reinforce team play. Whoop. Keep getting capped. So hopefully we can push these guys back a little bit and show you guys the base capture. That's the signal for them to let us push up. Let's move up some more. Don't float in the air like that. So we built out most of these areas using all kinds of learnings from modern day FPS level design too. So we have these, as Josh mentioned earlier, really handcrafted areas rather than just having a large, height field that doesn't really have any kind of interesting gameplay areas in it. Every square inch of our map is designed with gameplay in mind, and all of it will be play tested, and all of it will support just different types of gameplay. Map. Yeah. So I mentioned earlier that I'm gonna die. Let me go hide. I'm gonna go someplace safe and then talk to you guys for a second. I mentioned earlier that each one of the capture points has its own region around it. Here's our map. This is just one continent. And I'll start turning on